Right, once again, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutation to the men pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. This is the year 2019, the year of the push of the RFID chip. Right, and this is a few brothers from GMS Trinidad just come once again to bring a video, to hopefully edify the elect and those listening. Right, tonight the entitlement of this lesson is all foundations outside this truth is crumbling. Because when we look today, you're seeing that basically the Israelites, right, putting themselves in all different doctrines, like Baptist Christianity, all type of things, and basically it only have one true and sure foundation.
Good.
Right? So we just want to bring out a little precepts, and talk more on it.
Good. So there's one truth, right? One, right? To say, look at this quick. How can you do it?
Yeah.
I get a quick one in Ephesians. This is the book of Ephesians. Right, this is Ephesians chapter 4. This is Ephesians chapter 4 verse start from verse 4. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 4. He said, there is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism.
Yeah. Right? One body, one calling, one Lord. But basically these Christians and people in other doctrines calling on many gods, right? And basically building on many different foundations.
Good.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 19. It says, nevertheless, the foundation of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai standeth sure.
Good.
Having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his.
Good.
And everyone that nameth the name of Yahushai or Mashiach depart from iniquity.
Good. That is the foundation.
Yeah. The foundation of the Most High is sure. Right? And what's my thing?
It standeth as sure, right? Meaning it's stable, and wavering in this truth. Alright, this doctrine will change every week. Alright, the doctrine, the truth of the Most High stands sure, and it conquering. Alright, it conquering all these different false teachings and philosophies that are out there. As the scripture says, he will give us a mouth, that our adversaries cannot gainsay nor resist. Alright, the mouth of truth. The tongue of truth. We don't speak lies. Alright, we bring the prophecies to our people daily. What happened in current events, as the brother started initially. He said, this is the year 2019, the year of the push of the microchip, and we're seeing it, that the truth. Alright, so that's what we're bringing out. Alright, so you're seeing that it's the foundation of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Alright, it really standeth as sure.
Like this is Matthew 7 verse 24. It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these things of mine, these sayings of mine, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon the rock. Right? And basically from the apostles of Great Millstone all the way down, right? Building on the rock, the foundation of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right? So in the days to come, when we start to see full scale of the things that the scripture warn us about, right? Basically, the Most High will cover these men, right? Because, as I say, building on that sure foundation. But to you two-thirds and you Christians outside there, basically all you're building on the sand, right? As I will read lower down, right? Because all your foundation is not sure, right? Because basically all your waver,
No one being foundation. That's what the brother saying. The brother mentioned the apostle, the apostles them. The apostles who they lay the foundation. And with the foundation they lay, the foundation is Yahweh Shai. There's the foundation they lay. So the fruits we see that popping up around the world, they building on that foundation, which is Yahweh Shai. Right, let me get a precept, come back up there. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 10. He said, and according to the grace of Yahweh, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation. And this is what Apostle Paul, he laid the foundation. And the foundation is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Right? And this with the younger brothers like myself, this is what we building on Yahweh Shai foundation. We say the thing that what Yahweh Shai say. That's how we build on the foundation. Right? He said another building, he said another built thereon. And the brothers around the globe building on what the same foundation, which is Yahweh Shai. Right? He said, but let every man take heed how we build thereupon. So we gotta take heed how we build. We gotta preach the same doctrine. We gotta be the same mind. Right? As the brother mentioned earlier, there is no loophole in the truth. You understand? These are the foundation. There is loophole. Like Islam, the flying donkey, the moon, the sunrise in the west. You understand? 72 virgins when you die. We know in the spirit realm we don't have no sex. You understand? So these is loophole. You know, Christianity, you can accept Yahweh Shai who you are because Jesus Christ. There's a loophole. Because the scriptures don't say these things. You cannot accept the Lord. So these is loophole, you understand? Like Rastafarian, you know. What's their doctrine? Love. That's a loophole because love. There's an unbalance. There ain't got no balance in that. Right? So verse 11. He said, for other foundation can no man lay than that is lay, which is Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. So you can't lay no other foundation. The foundation is Yahweh Shai, and this is really the melody Lord building on. Right? Yeah.
Reading on, it says, and the rain descended.
So I could start on the chapter of the verse.
Right. Matthew 7, verse 24.
Yeah.
Reading 25 now, it says, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the wind blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
It's founded upon a rock, and the rock is Yahweh Shai. Right? The rain, the wind, all this is symbolic for what? Tribulation. Right? There's tribulation, and the house is the elect. Right? So all this tribulation gonna come on them, and they're not gonna fall because what? They on a foundation that cannot be rooted up. They are on a foundation that cannot be destroyed. That's why all these things gonna pass on them, the wind, the rain, the flood, and they're not gonna be affected. Because they build on the foundation of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? That's what it is.
Just to say too, because if you look at the apostles, right, all manner of people just come and talk all kind of shit, right? And the apostles waver not.
Yeah.
Right? They're still strong, doing what it is, doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You understand that? That is a perfect example.
Got it.
Right? Reading on, it says, verse 26, it says, and everyone that heareth these saying of mine and do them not shall be likened unto a foolish man.
This tutorial people.
Done.
Because they hear this word. They hear that these Israelites, they hear that they gotta repent. They hear the name is Yahweh and the son name is Yahweh Shai. They hear these things. They hear that. They hear why we in the position that we in, what we gotta do to receive salvation, right? We gotta turn from the ways of society. They hear these things. So what Yahweh Shai say? They that hear it what?
I read it out. I read it again, right?
Yeah.
It says, Matthew 7:26. It says, and everyone that heareth these saying of mine and do them not,
Yeah.
shall be likened unto a foolish man,
Yeah.
which built his house upon the sand.
Yeah, the build house and what Christianity was mentioned, or the Christianity, this day foundation, Islam, Rastafarian, 7-day Baptist, 7-day Adventist, this their foundation. Their foundation like down to sand. We know when water come and sand was happening. When the wind blow, you know what's happening. The sand gonna move, it gonna wash away.
Sink.
Yeah. So this is your foundation. Your foundation is sand. The doctrine that you're walking in is sand. Right?
Because that is why the scripture say that in that day they will curse the gods and look up. You understand? Because now they will realize that hey, it's sand basically we trying to build the house on all the time. You understand?
There's only a fool who believes in sand. Yeah? You understand?
Reading on verse 27, it says, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the wind blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it.
Yeah. They're going to fail because of the Jacob trouble. They're going to fail. 2/3 of Israel going to be cut off. That's why I said great was the fall of it. So a great number of Israel going to be destroyed in these last days. 66.6% of Israel are going to die. There's billions of Israel going to die. A great what? When you say great number?
Great was the fall of it.
Great was the fall of it. We're talking about the Israelites are going to fall, they're going to be destroyed. Because your foundation is on the sand. You understand? You're building on the sand. That's over there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Acts chapter 5 and verse 38.
Good.
And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Can't it say, if it is this work or this counsel be of men, it will come to naught. And when you check out Christianity, you check out Islam, that is works and counsel of men. Men plot these things.
That's right.
You understand? Men sit down and devise these things. So-called scholars sit down and put their heads together to create these things to keep Jakes in a bogged out state. Alright? And you check out the history of certain of these Christian sects. Alright? These Edomites are basically, promoted it. They are some of them are the founders of it.
Yeah.
Like Ellen G. White and all of them, 7-day Adventist nonsense.
Yeah.
They push that, alright, and it's to keep Jakes in a basically a unsafe position.
Good.
Because the enemy don't want you all to be safe. The scripture says, well, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and they are safe.
Yeah.
But what the so-called white race did, they gave us unsafe positions like they gave us Jesus Christ. Those that believe in Jesus Christ, you're unsafe. You're on sinking sand.
Good.
Alright, and now it's not the time to be on sinking sand, to build a house on no sand. You have to build a strong stone because why? As the brother mentioned, martial law, all these things coming.
The wind and the rain, the wind and the rain coming.
Tempest.
Yeah, and the sand not gonna hold up the foundation.
God.
That's what I'm about it.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 10:25. It says, as the whirlwind passeth, so is the wicked no more, but the righteous is an everlasting foundation.
Because why? They build the foundation upon Yahushai.
That's right.
The true foundation, that sure foundation. Alright, the wicked what they pass away with the whirlwind. Because why? They didn't take the time, you understand, and they think they ain't wise enough to build a house properly. They just like some of these jigs out there, they just hurrying to build a house. They ain't taking the time, maybe they might put some column, they might position the column properly. Some jigs out there, they might be building on your house shy too. But they want to build so fast, they start to build crooked. You understand? They start to build crooked and that will lead to a fall.
Good.
You understand? You have to take your time and make sure you build up a nice house. You know, a strong house. You know, how it is built.
Basically, that could be them who come into the street and want to eat meat before you drink the milk. You know, as you say at one time, choking on the
milk.
Choking on the meat because you ain't wanna, you know.
Yeah. Something there.
Yeah. Let's see quick. This is Proverbs. Okay. Proverbs 14. This is not we just read this. So Proverbs 14.
Proverbs 10.
This is Proverbs chapter 14 verse Proverbs chapter 14 verse 11. He said, "The house of the wicked shall be overthrown."
Wow.
Yeah. He said, "But the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish." So the foundation of sand will be overthrown because when the wicked go build on sand, you understand? They go build on sand. That's why all these religions they got huge followers, billions of followers. How much Christianity have? 2.2 billion. There's a lot of people.
What?
And their foundation is sand, so they're gonna sink. Basically, they're gonna sink.
The scripture says, "Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be that go that way."
And that's what it for you. Psalms 127 verse 1, he said, "Except the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh shall build a house, they labor in vain that buildeth it." So we know the Most High not building this doctrine over there. God the Most High tell you be aware of men and true vain. The motherfucker bring it out. It's Colossians chapter 2. Colossians chapter 2 verse 8, he said, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiment of the world, and not after Mashiach." Right? So you see mention of Mashiach again, Yahweh Shai, you gotta go after Mashiach, you gotta build on the foundation, because there's a sure foundation. But don't build after the rudiments and the philosophy and the tradition of this world. That's sand. There's a likeness of the sand that the wind gonna take away, that the storm gonna take away. So you supposed to build on Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. That's a sure foundation, right? This is back in Psalms 127 verse 1. "Except the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh shall build a house, they labor in vain that buildeth it." So y'all living in vain. You know, all these doctrines y'all walking after in vain. Y'all spoiled. You understand? So except the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh shall keep the city, the watchman watch it in vain. You understand? Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book Luke chapter 20 and verse 17. "And he beheld them and said, What is this then that is written? The stone which the builders rejected, the same is become the head of the corner."
Good.
And when you really check it out, many of these religious sects today, they refusing the chief cornerstone. Alright, they reject the chief cornerstone. And as the precisely brother just read, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that built it. If it is a building a house, and we're talking about spiritual house here, alright? If it is a building a spiritual house, your spiritual body, and you forget you don't have the chief cornerstone, you're building in vain. Alright, you're building in vain. Because the body or the house that the Lord building up right now, alright, is for the elect. Alright, as a house of lively stones, as the scripture rightfully says. Okay, get a real quickly. 2 Peter 2 and 5 says, "Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house, and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahushua Mashiach.
Yeah.
You understand? Acceptable, like meat. You know, right. Alright, so that's why every time we do lessons, we say to the elect. You know, these lessons is to edify the elect.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that are right, that are meat for this house. Alright, when you're building a house, what you have to do? You gotta find the what? Right material.
Exactly.
You understand? You gotta find the right material.
Right measurement.
Right measurement, everything.
Right balance.
Everything had to be right.
And that's where the elect good and be. Alright, that's where the elect men are. They are right, they are fitted, they are suitable. You understand? For the ministry of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know? That's why the scripture say what desire not the multitude of unprofitable children. You know, so we being small in number, alright, we looking for the elect. We are looking for no large congregation like IUIC and these men.
Yeah.
They ain't building a spiritual house. They're looking for a fan base. They're looking to see how much people they could get to the congregation to build carnal houses, because they're studying to build schools. They want to go there and build schools. They want to get jets.
Yeah.
And all these different things they're studying to build, but they ain't studying to build themselves up spiritually upon that true foundation, which is Yahushua, feeding the people Jesus and Most High and Christ and all these nonsense. Alright, so we know for a fact when the whirlwinds come, alright, they're going to be a part of our wicked that is going to be taken.
Yeah. Yeah, quick, I'll go back in there. Hey, this is Philippians chapter 2 verse 21. For all seek their own, not the thing which are Yahushua and Mashiach.
Now what they're doing, they're seeking their own. And the scripture even says that concerning these greedy dogs. They all seek their own from their own quarter. You understand? They didn't really care about the ministry. They didn't care about feeding the people where is necessary for them. Alright, they didn't care about bringing the nation of Israel into a safe place. What they care about is their own gain, their own satisfaction, their own vainglory. You understand? And that way the Lord not dealing with that. Alright, the Lord, when he came on the earth, as he brought the 12 disciples together, he taught them how to be a family. He built up, that house was built, he built up a house there. You understand?
Start a foundation.
Start
back to breaking. That's how it is. This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20. He said, and I build upon a foundation of the apostle and prophet, Yahushua Mashiach himself being the chief cornerstone, in whom all the building fit firmly together, growing unto an holy temple in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
And if it's equal with a lesson that the Kazakh did a while back, I want to believe some years ago, right, where he basically compared the chief cornerstone to the keystone. There's a literal stone called the keystone that they used to use in ancient time, where they would put that keystone would go to the center and the rest of stones and will basically hold the whole framework together. You understand? Without that keystone, it will basically crumble. And that way Yahushua come like that keystone or that cornerstone, that holding everything together. You understand?
God, you're spiritually too. You understand? Each one elect is a stone.
Yep.
And as your brother mentioned, Yahushua is the keystone. You understand? Yahushua is the keystone. So Yahushua is who feeding the elect.
That's right.
Feed them with the knowledge how to build. How to build in order. You understand?
As you say that every one of the elect is like a stone. I remember our brother gave a dream he had where he said that the Most High blessed him with some stones. You know, some precious stones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Read verse 22. Ephesians chapter 2 verse 22. In whom he said, in whom he also are built together for an habitation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through the Spirit.
So here, there's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. I'll read that 1, and I'll jump to the point at verse 5. It says, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. It says a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. Right? And that is now is that time where the Lord gathering his stones, his precious stones together. Alright, building up that temple. You understand? Building up the kingdom. Ayasharala, Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua's kingdom. You understand? That sure foundation in what you're using the lively stone, which is the elect. Not just any normal pebble. Alright? It's the elect that the Lord gonna take to build up this house. You know? So that's why we have to try to be diligent. You know, show. I used to say walk worthy of the vocation. You know?
That's all right.
That's all my perception.
Yeah, good. Alright. Here, let me get this one. Yeah, so basically, yeah, you gotta continue building the foundation of your Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
You know? Because as the brother in the lesson said, all foundation outside this should go crumble, and we see it crumbling. We see in this whole society being destroyed. Why being destroyed? Because the lies being revealed. So that's how the society being destroyed. You understand? By the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua destroying the society. You know? Destroying all the lies, destroying all these doctrines. Because Jake's coming out of these doctrines.
That's right.
So once Jake leave these doctrines, hey, it's gonna crumble. But the ones who stay and continue building the foundation, the wind will come and take them. The flood will come and take them. But spiritually, these foundations being destroyed. The only blind ones can't see. You understand? Being destroyed, we got Jake's leaving the churches, you know, and coming back to the fold. Jake leaving Islam, coming back to the fold. Jake leaving the world and coming back into the fold. So when Jake leave this thing, because Jake is basically who upholding all this madness going on out there. You understand? If Jake take a rest a day from all this madness, society finish.
Correct.
You understand? I want it for you. This is 1 Ezra chapter 4 verse 38. He said, for the truth it endureth and is always strong, it liveth and conquer forevermore.
Yeah, you get the truth well built, well structured.
That's right.
Order, you understand, correct measurements, you know, things in place.
That's right.
You know, everything rightly divided, section off.
That's right.
You know, so it will endure. The durability of it is long, for eternal.
Good.
You understand? You can't do nothing against this truth, but for it. Alright, and that is where the Lord built up. The Lord built up this truth. You understand? He put his truth on the earth, which is it conquering, it triumphing over all.
Right.
In spite of how much it have shakes, you know, the earthquakes will come, you know, the storms, the tsunamis, the truth standing firm. You know, from since the time with the elders, they came out and they bang, and it's just an increase through the spirit. The truth just keep increasing. You know, even when you're reading Ezekiel, alright, it says what? It was to the ankles, then it was to the knees, then it was to the hips, then it was water that you had us swimming. You know, that's how much the truth grow. That's how much is the house that the Lord build up.
Good.
You know, and it's a strong house. It's not just no jokey house. Alright? Some men they build a house and they just hurry it down. You know, and when you really check it out, when a quick come you realize, hey, the house ain't good.
Good.
You know, when there are rough times, you know, a little shaking, house had a crack up, pillars burst out, pillars break out, because why? It was not a house well taken, you know, time to build. And that way the apostles, they take their time, you understand, and they lay that foundation, they come out there and they held fast, they stand firm with it. You know, I think GMS is the only group that basically broke off from one West that kept the name.
Good.
You understand? They took their time. They didn't just leave one mess and went about trying to build up their own thing. They took their time and built upon that foundation.
Look at the follow you read. They use the measuring stick. I think the time when build. What if this Amos chapter 9 verse 11? He said, "In that day will I rise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof." And the breaches is where the brothers who coming back together. You see the Latinos, so-called Latinos brother, so-called Native American brother, so-called Negroes brother out there in the highways and byway, and also the confusion of faces. Right? He said, "And I will raise up his ruin, and I will build it as in the days of old." And this we see right now, is the process of the building. What you people see right now is the kingdom of heaven being established on the earth. These men that y'all pass on the highways and byways, see, these are your rulers that are going to rule over you people.
That's right.
You understand? This is exactly what y'all see, or y'all have no clue what's going on. Because what y'all get caught, y'all get blind by this world. Y'all get blind. So y'all don't have a clue what's going on. It's the kingdom of heaven y'all see building right before y'all face.
That's right.
You understand? The foundation is already laid. Since Yahweh Shai set foot on the earth 2,000 years ago, the foundation lay. So the foundation started building from since 2,000 years back when Yahweh Shai come and lay the foundation. When he come and choose the 12, and he said, go into all the world and teach the gospel to every creature, which is the Israelite who meet for repentance, who write for repentance. That stone that gonna build on the foundation, which is Yahweh Shai. Yeah.
The book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 21. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use.
Meet for the master's use, yeah. Meet for building. Master builder. You can be a master builder. You understand? It's different office, different skill, different trades. You understand? This is what people seeing. Yeah.
This is Proverbs 2 verse 10. It says, "When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul." Right? "Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness."
Leave off the paths of uprightness to walk in the way of darkness. Neat and them, they fall in that category.
Good.
You understand? What is this guy's name? ITR? Is it ITR on them?
Them gone deep. He said he don't expect nothing better from you.
German Edomite. They walk on in darkness. And with the scripture say all the foundations of the earth is out of course. You understand? Not in the right place. It's not well positioned or well structured. So that's why we always say it. All we have is Yahweh Shai.
Foundation.
It's like we see the desolation coming around us, and we say, hey, we standing up here because we know, hey, standing here.
Even if it pass, it's not going to affect the foundation.
Yep.
So like that, even if it pass, when it pass, it's not going to affect the foundation. There's faith.
Yeah. But you all can't see, you all have foresight. We are like, let's call it the spiritual meteorologists. You spiritual weathermen. We seeing the storm coming.
Yeah.
We seeing the desolation coming. We seeing there's a 10 point something earthquake, a shaking coming. But you all can't see it, so that's why you all didn't study to come here. They didn't study to go in the ark before the rain,
Okay.
They was studying to go in the ark when the ark closed. When the rain started to come, but we seen it.
Good.
Alright? So we standing up on this foundation now because the Lord says seek him while he may be found. call upon him while he is near.
Good.
You understand? Scripture say what? Don't be ashamed of the Lord, because in that day he will be ashamed of you. You understand? So the Lord give us this knowledge, He wake us up. Alright, so we come in and stand now, and we join in with the building. We helping build too. You understand? Helping build, because what? We want to be safe.
Good.
In that time.
Like when they got a storm coming.
Come on.
But the people, you see the people them do it. They prepare themselves.
Yeah.
And then the storm pass, they prepare the place to secure the things.
Come on.
But these people, when they hear about the storm coming, like I say, we spiritual weatherman, they hear the storm coming, but they ain't looking to prepare themselves. They're trusting in sun.
Yeah, they're like children.
Yeah.
Playing in the sun. You understand? Instead of studying to, move to higher grounds, move to a sure foundation, you sit down playing in the sun. And playing in the sun is you still indulging yourself in carnival. You still indulging yourself in Christmas. Still indulging yourself in Easter. You playing in the sun. That childish behavior.
Good.
You hearing serious thing about happening, you just sit down playing in the sun. What they say when a tsunami come in, when you see the sea job back, what to do? Head to higher grounds.
Yeah.
Higher grounds, and that will we heading on. We head right now. We on higher grounds. In the scripture, call us a watchman.
Good.
A watchman don't watch from below.
Be higher.
He's gonna hide so he can oversee. You understand? You can see from a distance where it is coming.
If I thought it's very most I say, if the Lord watch him, show what the city, the watchman watch it in the
Can.
You understand?
Can.
Yeah. So the most I set this man on high to keep blowing the trumpet for the ones who will receive.
That's right.
Receive this message and start building. Start preparing for what? The weather. Start preparing for the storm, the wind that coming, which is Jacob trouble.
Yep.
Which is the destruction in the Edomite kingdom also. Understand?
Something.
Yeah, man.
Proverbs 1 and we come to the 1. It says, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them,
Good.
and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Good.
And basically you two-thirds, because Esau prosperity, that is prosperity of fools.
Yeah.
And you two-thirds looking, basically just watch Esau as all the God. Right? Because all they want to be like the white man.
And being the oppressor.
Can. You understand? But in the end, when Esau fall, when Esau destroyed, because the scripture say those who align themselves with him, when he crumbled, they will crumble also.
Good.
You understand? Reading on, it says, but whoso hearken unto me shall dwell in safety. Right?
Good on the foundation.
And shall be quiet from the fear of evil.
Good.
Right? And that is who, as the brother say, who building on the foundation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? They will dwell in safety. Because when the tempest and the storm come, right, the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will spread his wings over these men and cover them.
Yeah. You said they're afraid. As you look at Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 11, it says, he had made everything beautiful in his time. Also he had set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end.
Good.
And the world right now set in your heart.
Good.
You two-thirds. That's why you can find out, you can understand the work that taking place. In the scripture say that I will work a work in your days,
Good.
which you will not understand or believe. And right now the work that taking place is the building up.
Good.
And the Lord's house, the tabernacle of David. You understand? Right where the safety is right now. All the foundations outside as the topic and the entitlement of this lesson is, all the other foundations outside of this truth is crumbling.
Good.
And if you ain't crumble it, it will crumble. You understand?
Alright, this is Isaiah 28 and 7. It says, but they also have heard through wine, through strong drink, they are out of the way. The priests and the prophets have erred through strong drink, they are swallowed up of wine, they are out of the way. Through strong drink they err, in vision they stumble in judgment. Right? Verse 8. It says, for all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean.
Yeah, they're going back to these Christians, especially the Bible, table full of vomit. Because when they read the scripture, they break it down, they vomiting all over the scriptures because they're just adding and taking away. Like basically John 3:16. They added and taken away. Because how they perceive to break it down, that's not what we're talking about. So that's how they're vomiting up.
That's right.
And the most I say with the air too strong drink. The air too strong drink. You understand? They're going back to what? Philosophies.
That's right.
You understand?
When it is a consumer, when they get drunk off of these philosophies, what you could do?
Yeah.
When a man drunk, he just vomit.
Yeah.
You understand? You just vomit a lot, and that's what you're doing because you're fooling yourself with these toxic philosophies and doctrines.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what happened to you, you'll vomit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
You know?
So lucky.
And when it is a go and do a serious work also, like building a house, you ain't go consume no alcohol, no strong drink. Right? Cause you want to make sure that everything is precise. You want to be sober so you know, hey, a measurement it on, you know. But hey, you're drinking. When is it time to build? You're consuming these false philosophies and teaching with a strong drink. You understand? So when they do certain measure, when they cast in the column now and they measure it leaning so, but that's because they're drunk, they're seeing it straight. And that's what going on with them, they're drunk. So certain things that crooked, them will see it straight because their judgment off through all these different philosophies that all they swallow down. The judgment just off.
Because when you check it, right, men in this truth will run from Christianity. But what you people doing, you people running into Christianity.
And that's why a drunk man will run into danger.
Done.
He will put himself in a position where he harming himself. Because he drunk. You understand? The judgment just way off. And that is you Christians. That is you bugged out Israelite groups out there. You're drunk.
Because basically all they call themselves watchmen, but all they're watching from the ground. You understand? So when the tsunami coming, all they really see nothing. So all there is like the Garden of Eden, everything that's nice. Well,
Isaiah 56 verse 10, his watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
That is what they're doing, lying down. Right? When the dangers coming, because I see this in certain dogs too. Right? You bring your dog to alert your danger. But when danger come, he just lie down, they sleeping, and in a time at what going on.
You go straight the dog away, you don't want the dog again.
You understand?
When strangers come, he wagging his tail.
Yeah.
I man think that good for nothing dog. I say Lego that dog.
Exactly.
And that's how these two is. They're a bunch of degenerates. Motito was born in vain. Because they wagging the tail to the enemy, the strangers. You go wag your tail to the so-called white man, you go wag your tail to the East Indian. You understand? But your own people, you understand, you're against them, you're growling.
Yeah, that is where you're showing your teeth too. You understand? Your own people. That is where your fangs coming out for your own people.
Yeah, can.
But the word, if you check up the word dog and go back into a wicked individual. You understand? A wicked individual, yeah. You understand? And these Israelites who in these different philosophies, and the scripture said the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. Who's the righteous? You Israelites, you are the righteous. Because you have the oracles of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh was given unto us. So they make you the righteous, but what the way the wicked seduce 2/3 of people. They found the way the wicked in the so-called white man. As you better mention earlier, all these different doctrines that you are in, all these foundations, all these foundation that you are building, these sand, it was it's foundation of man. You understand? The foundation that we build on Yahweh Shai. This is the foundation of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Its force was laid by Yahweh and was passed on to Yahweh Shai. Now it's passed on to the apostles. Now the prophets building on it.
That's right.
And the one thought gonna believe on the foundation and be saved.
What is going to see all these different books that have out here that are being created. These other books like the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, the Egyptian book of the dead. These books come like the wrong plan. When you're building a house, you just sketch out a plan.
Good.
You understand? And then what the Bible is. Alright, the Bible is the correct plan.
Good.
That you're supposed to follow suit to build upon, to build your structure. But when it is you remove your plan, the correct plan, and you take up the Quran and you start to read now, you're building the wrong thing. You understand? That's what going on with you, Jake. You gotta come back to the plan. Come back to the plan.
Because the brother say picking up the wrong plan. Picking up the wrong plan, what I believing in this flying donkey shit. You understand? I believing in Jesus. Right? Basically, Christianity is just a pack of shit.
That's
because
right.
I watching a video with a pastor trying to take out a so-called demon out of a woman and pick she up like if he's some wrestler. You understand? And fling she down on a set of chairs, boy.
Wow.
You understand? So tell me what edification coming out of are you doing them kind of thing?
You simply just read the aura of strong drink. That joke, man. That joke, man.
And then pastors going to do whatever they want to these people.
And these people believe in that by.
Like I saw on Facebook recently, a pastor sucking the woman tongue.
Yeah. They call demon. That's because the woman have done.
And next one spray the woman private with some kind of like bop. Some kind of spray the woman private with us. Look at these people.
That is joke, man.
Strong line.
Leaders, a lot of them are destroyed them.
Yeah.
And you people believe these things. Right? I watching one way the pastor talking to a demon in a woman. Right? And the way how two of them getting on, you could see that it was sketch. You could see that is a movie that they try to put on to basically capture the people. You know? To make the people feel that there is healing and deliverance in these places. But these places is just vomit.
Good. No going on to our people too. They watching the house that being built right now and saying nah, they ain't want to be a part of it because they're watching it from the outside. They knowing that within this house or the way this house was built from the foundation come up is the true house to be a part of. When they watch it, they're looking at the scripture say, well, this generation they seek it a sign. So they're looking for a house that growing on the outside. So that's why they go and follow IUIC because what IUIC they dress, you know, they look militant, they sparkling on the outside. You understand? The house looking tall, but it's weak. The foundation is weak. You understand? They go by past a pork chop because what? Shiny suit. Every Sunday pulling up with a new ride. You have a nice big choir. When you pass a pork chop church, air condition. You understand? But we not building no physical temple or no physical church. Because what the scripture say, the Most High dwelleth not in temple made with hands. You understand? So we building up that, we spending time, you know, we putting all our emphasis, you know, we're going out to build a spiritual house. which will benefit you, because to be carnally minded is death. Alright, so you're building up that spiritual house. That's something, huh?
Yeah. Well, let's read this. This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. It said, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. Yeah, so they are blind leaders because, you know, to understand how to build this house, you gotta follow the instruction how to build upon the foundation.
Wow.
You understand? And if you follow the foundation, or the instruction how to build on the foundation, you're not gonna build your house on no sand. Because when you read the instruction, you can understand and know a wind coming, a storm coming. I can't build on the sand. I gotta build on Yahweh Shai, which is the foundation. So the scripture said, let them alone, right?
That's right.
This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. He said, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. Yeah, the house gonna be destroyed.
Yep. That ditch near. Alright, that ditch real close, like one step away for you blind. Alright, now is the time to open your eyes and see, but now is the time to watch. Scripture say, blessed is that servant who the master find watching. You know? It's not that, you know, you're just keeping your eyes closed because you all hate light. You understand? You all don't want to see that light at all, so you're shutting your eyes. But it's to your own detriment. It's to your own detriment. You know? You all ain't seeing what coming ahead. You all ain't seeing that wrecking ball, you know, coming towards your house. You know? You gotta join this work. This work that we doing. It might seem insignificant, no. Alright, it might seem as though these men did just wasting the time. You know, while everyone say to build on a career. Forget career. Career can help you in that time. Scripture say riches profit not in their wrath. After years, you establish a career, you know, settle down and you receive riches. What you going to do in the time of martial law? What you going to do in the time of Jacob's trouble?
Yeah.
What you going to do in the hour of temptation with that career of yours? Nothing. Alright, what we have behind the name with that sure foundation, alright, which is a strong tower. Alright, the righteous run into it and they are safe.
Good.
You know?
Awesome. This is John 4 verse 13. It says, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. And as you Christian drinking these false, you know, drinking on these false doctrine, this Jesus juice, right? 14 it says.
So like, there was John, right? That was Yahushua was telling you, whoever drink from this water that's normal water, right? You understand? This is what Yahushua was talking about. Whosoever drink of this water shall thirst again. You understand? Talking about, hey, just a normal glass of water. Go ahead.
Verse 14 it says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst.
So this is water we gotta drink. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the water. Yahweh Shai is the foundation. Yahweh Shai is the word. Yahweh Shai is the blood. Yahweh Shai is the bread. You understand? Yahweh Shai is the wine. Let's go back to the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. It's Yahweh Shai we gotta drink. Yahweh Shai is who we gotta build on.
That's right.
So these different philosophy, y'all are always thirsty. Because it is known as desert. It's a dry place. Spiritually you are dehydrated.
That's right.
You understand? That's why I don't understand what kind of building is this. Like me, I have no experience in building and thing. I would pass to see them men got a structure. They got the foundation, then they got the structure. And you'd pass this one, but this man really building it. Until the finish, that you can realize, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay, with a 3-story, it was XYZ. But if you go into the instruction, you gonna get a fair idea exactly what the building. And it's the kingdom of heaven built right before you realize the same thing. You got anything with it? Good. Good.
Right, so build on that sure foundation.
Good.
Right? All other foundation outside is true. It's failure. Right? So with that, I want to give all praises once again to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
Right? Double honors to the apostles, our teachers of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutation to you elect men that, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Right? So we just want to say,
Shalom.
God.
What love and shalom to the elect. Shalom.